Good morning and welcome back to White Mountain Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Joining us right here in the studio is Liz Waymeyer. I got that right. And, Lauren Patel. And good morning. How are you guys?
Good. Great.
And you guys are from Ability Plus.
Yep.
And we're going to make sure everybody knows exactly what that is. I mean, we've been hearing about it for years. But I think there's probably people who hear about it but aren't exactly sure what it's all about. So, Liz, talk about what it is.
So we are an adaptive sports program. Primary focus is alpine skiing, but in the winter we also do a little cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. And then in the summer we've got some canoeing, cycling, and hiking.
And so who is it that you are working with?
We work with all ages, and say 4 to 90. I think at 92 I've had a 92-year-old come up. So we work with people with physical disabilities as well as cognitive disabilities. So sometimes there's confusion. I feel like each group thinks we work with the other group, physical or cognitive, but we work with both. Yeah.
And so, I mean, what a great opportunity for them and for you to be able to do that. And primarily you're based out of Attitash, but you go to other places too.
Yeah, we have an office at Attitash. They're great, and they give us a wonderful space, slopeside office. So we're based out of there, but we do travel around. We go places upon request. And we definitely have lessons up at Wildcat. We work with a lot of the school programs. And then we've done some cross-country skiing at Jackson or some snowshoeing at Whitaker Woods.
Yeah. Now, do you do, is it group lessons, individual?
They're individual lessons. Typically, we have two coaches or instructors with each participant, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on need. And they're all volunteer. This is the staff right here. We have another woman that works with us very part-time. So Lauren's actually new, so I'm excited to have her join the team, and because we're growing, but it's going to allow us to have more opportunities for folks.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so, Lauren, what's your role?
I am the media and communications coordinator now. This will be my third week coming up, so very new. Yeah.
Very new. But already, I know that you've sent out emails and everything else. So I received an email, so I know that you've been already working hard at that, and that's great because I think that's the whole key is just getting the word out. Now you mentioned you used the key word there, volunteers.
Yes.
And you have an orientation coming up for volunteers.
Yeah, we start our winter orientation November 3rd, I think is the Saturday coming up, and we're looking for volunteers for everything, for alpine skiing, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, as well as office or event help. And then we do training right up till typically Christmas, the holiday break there. We have training every weekend. We throw in some midweek days, and then we sneak other trainings in throughout the season when we can.
And what would a volunteer expect, like a time commitment, and what do they need to do? Do they need to be an expert skier? Do they need to know all this stuff, or is that?
Definitely don't need to be an expert skier, don't need to have teaching background or teaching skiing background. That's why we do so many trainings. And then new volunteers are paired with returning volunteers. So we're not trying to throw anybody out there. It's really a partnership between a new and a returning volunteer to provide an experience for a participant.
And I imagine, and just from skiing and seeing your participants skiing and using the sled, is it a sled? I don't know, a monoski and
There's
everything
monoskis
else.
and bi-skis, yeah, different
And
skis.
I mean, it just seems like everybody's having a good time.
I sometimes think that we have more fun than the participants. They have fun too, but I feel like it's so much fun and so rewarding for us. It's great, and we have people that come in that, we're not a great skier, but I'll do what I can to help, and we suck them right in.
Yeah.
And we help get our instructors or volunteers to get their skiing advancing a little bit, and it's great for them and it's great for us. But we have volunteers that stay on the magic carpet.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can snowplow down a magic carpet, you are a great asset to us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, and we really try to pair people with students or participants that they're comfortable with, as well as a skill level. We don't want to push anybody out of their comfort zone, so as far as volunteers or participants.
And now you can volunteer with me. You don't even have to ski at all.
Can help Lauren
You
out.
can
She
help me
already
with-
has some events on the calendar.
Right.
Yeah, what are some events that you've got coming up?
Well, we have a charity boot camp coming up in Ossipee. It's the 13th of October, and then we have a flatbread fundraiser that's on the books, and we're doing Bags for a Cause at Hannaford's for the month of October. So all those things are are coming up really soon.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, are you? I imagine you are a nonprofit.
We are.
So, looking for donations, or is there any particular type of donations? Is it primarily of monetary donations, or is there other stuff that people can donate also?
Of course, we love monetary donations, but we do fundraisers that we have silent auctions or raffles. So we love items for that. Big things that go really well are kind of artisan things. So I've got a volunteer that turns bowls or painters, things like
great.
that. Those tend to go over really well.
But you're not looking for equipment for your participants to use?
Not typically. We
Okay.
do a lost and found sale at the end of March. We take all the lost and found that nobody's claimed, and we do that at the end of the ski season.
Yeah.
So if people want to bring some donations in for that, that's great.
Okay.
We don't have room to store it till then.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I can imagine. I've seen The Office, so it's
pretty small.
But what an incredible program! You've been now there for over 10 years.
10 years. Yeah. Ability Plus has been around for 21 years, and I've been with them for 10. So.
And really an amazing program. Are there similar programs? I know you're the only Ability Plus, but are there similar programs around the country?
All over. Most ski areas have an affiliation with a nonprofit. Some areas have their own, but most is a nonprofit that partners with them.
Yeah.
It's great, so people can ski anywhere where they want to. And we work really well together with other organizations. So if somebody is coming from another resort, that we can usually, if with permission, we just communicate with them so that we don't have to start over.
Oh, that's
We
terrific.
can just kind of start where they're at and give them a great experience.
And so your participants can also go elsewhere
Absolutely,
too.
yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of equipment scattered around.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of ski areas in New England, and we've got a lot of adaptive programs, which is great.
that's really terrific. That's what a great thing. And so, Lauren, do you get out and ski with?
Oh, well, yeah, this is my first season
Yeah.
again, but yes, I definitely get out and ski. I've been teaching at Cranmore, and yeah, that's part of the reason I moved up here.
That's terrific.
We'll get her out there.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, this is a natural fit. I can't wait for this season.
Absolutely. So, I mean, it is such a great program, and I think that we're very fortunate here in the Valley, in that really the whole time I've been up here for a long time now, over 30 years, and it really to me has been something. That's why I was kind of surprised at only being around for 21 years. It really seems like it's been something that's integrated in all the ski areas and just out and about. I think that's an amazing thing. We were talking earlier about how we exist as the Valley, and really I think that it's been such a natural and so many resources for people who need adaptive.
It is
programs.
great, and this area we're so unique. We have so much to offer people, visitors, or people that live here. So our goal as Ability Plus is just to get them out doing what their friends and family are doing.
Yeah, that's terrific.
So if people are out hiking, their family's going for a hike, give us a call. We'll get the participant out there too.
That's
Yeah,
terrific.
It's awesome.
So you have a website,
We do.
which is?
AbilityPlus.org.
And so that gives a lot of the information that you might want to find out. And if somebody wanted to just say, I want to make a donation, what's the best way for them to do that?
Then go right to the website. We've got a button right on the front there. I believe we also have a button on our Facebook page.
Perfect. And so, so you have a Facebook page, so
do.
people can
Yeah.
do that. And so the orientation's coming up. So if people want to get involved, this is really the best time to probably start getting involved.
It is, yeah. You can get in right at the beginning of the training and not feel like you've missed a bunch. And we've got people that volunteer 1 day a month. We've got a couple people that volunteer 7 days a week.
That's terrific.
But yeah, so it's not a huge commitment. I mean, it could be 2 hours a month. We do 2 hour blocks for our lesson times, so it doesn't have to be a huge commitment.
That's terrific.
It usually ends up being because they love it so much.
I
but-
can imagine. I think that it would be a great program for everybody involved.
Oh, it is. It really is. And we have such a great group of volunteers. They're there because they're caring, giving people. And how do you beat being around people like that?
Absolutely. And Lauren, what about yourself? Is there anything else you want to throw out there in terms of trying to rustle in people?
Oh man, I'm just looking forward to meeting everybody at the orientation and trying to put some groups and committees together for my side of things and get a few more events on the calendar and just get our name out there a little bit more.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for coming by today.
Thank you.
And so abilityplus.org, find out all the information, and perfect time of year to get involved.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.